So did it affect your like your work like the actual like your eyebrow procedures, your eyeliner procedures? Did it take your level of work down a notch? Like, were you doing great powder brows and then all of a sudden your work was like, it's not at the level it was? Or was it just, and it didn't affect the quality of your work, it just affected that, you know, you were going in later, maybe you were not as patient with clients, you know, I don't know. I think when you're an addict, you like your tolerance is much lower and you lose your patience quicker. But did it affect the quality of your work? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't affect that. But what happened is it took so much energy for me to be so focused on what I was doing rather than doing, say, I'm just going to throw out a number, 2 eyebrow clients a day, or maybe 2 eyeliner clients a day. I could only do one. And after that one, I was just so exhausted because that's all it took for me just to be laser focused on what I was doing. So I didn't mess up.
Right.
And so they left with beautiful work, and that was exhausting in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so if there's people out, and we know that there's people in this industry, right? There might be some people that I know that I've done collaborations with, that, you know, I chit chat with and DM with on Instagram and what.
Nobody knew from me, Taryn. I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah, no.
So of
Yeah.
course we have colleagues and peers in the industry right now that are suffering from one addiction or another. What does the path to recovery look like for someone? Let's say we've got some listeners right now and they're resignating and they're like, you know what? That's me. You know, I'm drinking way too much, or I'm doing this, that, and the other. And what is the path? Well, what's the path to recovery look like for like someone like right now? Like what's the first, like, what do they do, Jen? Like, without jeopardizing their business. I don't know if, like, right now, what if someone can't go away to a rehab for 30 or 60 days? What if they can't remove themselves from their business and actually go away for 30 or 60 days? And then don't these facilities cost thousands upon thousands of dollars? So what if you're an artist and you financially can't afford one of these programs? Maybe you don't have insurance to cover these programs. I don't even know if insurance does, and you can't leave your business. Like,
Right.
Do you have any advice for that person who wants help, but they're kind of, they feel stuck? I'm wondering if you felt stuck, or, you know, if you had a bunch of support.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was stuck because it was a business, and you have clients that you have to serve. And looking at it, I was just to the point of my life was more important than any eyebrow or eyeliner procedure that I could ever do. That's what it came down to. So getting myself healthy so I could really be there 110% for my business and my clients. It was scary to lock that door and walk away for 30 days. Absolutely terrifying, but it was well worth it. So kind of circling back, a lot of insurances cover rehab, whether it be outpatient, inpatient, short-term, long-term. A lot of insurances cover. If you don't have insurance, there are a lot of nonprofit agencies that you can contact that will pay you to go to rehab, either go to, and that's the other thing, is you don't have to go to inpatient rehab. You can do outpatient. And that's something that you can decide on with your doctor or your counselor, or, once you start doing your research, you have different options.
That's what I did. I did outpatient. So I didn't have to, stay overnight in a facility. I could, and my outpatient was, I think it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon until like 8 o'clock, like every night. So I could work during the day and go to my program at night. And then on Saturday and Sundays, I think it was like 8-hour days.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, and when I went in, I was there for 32 days. kind of the best 32 days I've had in a while.
Yeah.
I didn't have a phone. I was sober. I was eating healthy. We were exercising, having counseling. So it was a good deal. So if you are listening, the first thing that I want to say to anybody listening is you are not alone in this at all. You can pick up a phone. There's 800 numbers for help. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, contact me.
Hmm.
Honestly, inbox me. I've this 2 years into my journey, I've already helped at least 7 people become
Really?
sober.
So
Yeah.
are you a sponsor now?
I'm not. No. I do go to, I went to Skywood Recovery, which is here in Michigan. That's the rehab facility that I went to. And I have gone there and spoke a few times to patients that are going through at the time, just kind of what it is on that other side, what
Hmm.
the other opportunities are, and talked about being sober and my business growing and having my grandchildren spend the night with me, that just the good things that can happen in your life with sobriety.
Hmm.
So I do not speak. What has happened is word has gotten out because I know so many people in my area. I'm very well known, and for them to realize that I had such a problem that nobody knew, even close family members, and I'm putting it out there. I'm not quiet about it anymore. I'm not. So just within conversations of friends, families, social media posts, people have contacted me personally. Jen, where can I go? What can I do? And took them through those steps. Another thing, there's different programs. There's Family Against Narcotics. There's Hope Not Handcuffs. These are great organizations that you can reach out to, and they can give you the direction. They can call facilities for you. They can hire on somebody to maybe help with your business as far as even being there, taking the phone calls for your clients. But my main thing is, if you are even thinking about it, shut that door of your business. Your clients will be there when you come back healthy.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think and that's really good advice. And I'll see if like Willow, if we can actually like put your information like in, once this posts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think that's for some people it's they just don't know who to reach out to or where to reach out, and some people don't want to call agencies. They don't
Yeah.
want to call 1-800 numbers or
Yeah.
agencies or um, you know what I mean? So some people feel safer reaching out to another human being that, and
Yeah.
maybe because you're a PMUR, so you're one of us, you're part of the industry. Like you
Yeah.
said, if just one person, right,
Hmm.
this whole
Yeah.
podcast was
Yeah.
definitely well worth it. But and there's no really parameters or guidelines, right? Like I would never be one to like list parameters on when someone has a drinking problem, because I think it isn't it like when your life becomes unmanageable,
Yeah.
when your life becomes unmanageable,
Yeah.
right?
In yes, and in my mind, I justified it within myself. Justification. I never drink at work. Well, no, because I didn't go in until 12 o'clock because I was hungover because I stayed up all night the night before,
Right.
right? It just became such a habit. So the justification, and then also I didn't drink and drive. No, because I was home at 5 p.m., walked through the door, let the dog out to go potty, took my bra off, made my drink, and that's where I stayed. Like
Right.
it was like that. It was just routine,
You just gave me a great visual, Jen. I just got this visual of you walking in and
That's
slinging
what
the
I
bra
did.
off and pouring a drink.
Yeah, and that's
That's
what
great.
happened. And so I justified it, and at that time I still had a great business going, and I still have, wonderful friends and family and husband, beautiful home. And when
So
I
is
was
your
sick,
business back up to where it was,
uh,
um, up to, where you got help? Have you built it back up, or are you still in the process of building it back up?
it is those numbers that I gave you earlier. It's huge. it's just growing like crazy.
So I think maybe the
Yeah.
next time we have you on, we should talk about what you're doing for marketing to grow
Yes.
your business, because that's what
Yeah.
everybody in Pima is
Yeah.
talking about right now, because it's just such a
Yes.
bad economy. Everybody's suffering, and
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to draw in the client.
Right.
So yeah, maybe we should have you on again and pick your brain on how you're bringing in clients and building your
Oh,
business in
will
this
do.
kind of economy. But
Yeah.